Welcome to another edition of Dingus vs. Wild. I'm now joined here by Elijah, Exmouth professional sea kayak guide, and like most great friendships, ours blossomed at the local pub in town, discussing potential amazing adventures that we could have here in Exmouth, and we came to the conclusion that a good idea would be to do a 3-day kayaking adventure from Turquoise Bay all the way down to Yardie Creek in the Cape Range National Park here.
All right. Ship ahoy, matey!
We sailed our way up to Turquoise Bay to start our mission.
We did sail.
Yeah, I wanted to do this trip for a while. Something, you know, multi-day, explore the coast, but there wasn't many people in town who were keen for a big mission. A big mission. Yeah, that's it. People like the day trips, you know, but not many people were too keen on going out in kayaks, dark gear, everything you need for actually a few days and just stay out. That's when I met the dingo.
Dodging kangaroos in the sunrise on Sunday morning.
A lot of kangaroos, a lot of dingoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today marks the beginning of an epic journey via kayak through the great Cape Range National Park with my dear friend Elijah. We had to get Elijah back in the car because he wasn't making it at 100 kilometers per hour with that sail. The van doesn't sail that fast. We pulled up at Turquoise Bay and loaded up the sea kayaks with stove, cutting board, knives, cutlery, pots and pans, 20 liters of water,
Camping gear, a couple of items of clothes, tuna, great tuna,
tuna wraps,
yeah, Kewpie mayo,
Jap mayo,
yeah, coconut
capsicum, zucchini, no bananas, hell no bananas, apples,
I love my bananas.
no, lots of veg, zucchini, pasta, and then the most important thing, some amazing expired hospital TV dinners.
Yeah.
Provided by our sponsor, the local elder care at the neighborhood hospital.
Yeah. Thank you, hospital, for your meals.
Had loads of stuff. It was packed full. I just remember it was quite heavy when we were carrying it down to the beach to ship away, off, to ship ahoy.
To ship ahoy. It says to ship ahoy.
That's a seaman term.
Is it? To ship ahoy. It just sounds funny. I realised it's Dingus term. To ship ahoy. So then we shipped ahoy.
We shipped ahoy.
We shipped right out of that ahoy. Ahoy out of there.
We shipped ahoy straight out of the reef. No problems there. No problems getting out of Turquoise Bay.
No,
they got the drift there, so it kind of pushed us right out to sea, didn't it?
Beautiful. We cruised out, just looking around. You were getting used to the kayak at that stage.
Yeah.
First time in the kayak.
Working out those muscles again. I haven't used in a very long time.
Yeah. Oh, it was just such a nice morning.
Yeah.
It was just so nice. No winds, light swell. The place just looked magic. Super great visibility. See straight to the bottom.
Yeah.
But then that moment you get outside the reef, and all of a sudden it just drops into the abyss, and you're in a little kayak, and it just feels pretty intimidating, but incredible.
Yeah. So the first day we're kayaking out, and there's turtles popping up all around us. There's, what was that fish? It was like, what was it? It looked like it was just really big fish. We thought they were sharks at first popping up around us.
Don't even know something like fish.
Yeah, like just turtles full on all around, loads of stuff. Pretty sick. We were just with two stoner turtles. then first stop, oyster stacks. We really wanted to go on the back of the reef, the fringing reef at oyster stacks.
The hole in the wall.
The hole in the wall, yeah. There's a big wall that drops down to about 14 meters, and then there's like some beautiful swim throughs, lots of cool fish. And so we really wanted to hit this hole in the wall to get some free diving practice. I was actually really psyched because we were navigating from Turquoise Bay on the outside of the fringing reef, trying to make it to oyster stacks.
Yeah.
And we were like watching the coastline, trying to figure out exactly where. We knew it had a bit of a rocky coastline, but we really wanted to hit this exact spot on the back of the reef so that we could find this cool hole in the wall to free dive. And in the end,
we did.
Smashed it.
Yeah. We did think about halfway through.
Yeah.
We're only a few Ks in. We're like, are we there yet?
Yeah.
No. Still got about 4 Ks to go.
Yeah. Don't want to pass it though.
No, that was the issue. We didn't want to pass it and have to backtrack.
Yeah. All right, anchor home.
Found the wall. You found the wall of the reef, the edge of the reef line.
Yeah, so I was just like, just swim towards the coast and we're going to hit this wall eventually. The wall that comes up to about 5 meters depending on the tide, and then it drops down to about 14. And then we just nav south along the wall until we came across the hole in the wall. Yeah, there was
these, I don't even know what they were, but there was this one fish that was in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
loads of fish around there.
That's great, but there was a current.
There was a bit of a surge.
There was a big surge.
There was a wicked surge. A pretty wicked surge.
We were like, we got to do this. This is so cool.
Yeah.
But there is an intense current coming straight, ripping through this tunnel right now. Yeah.
Exactamente, amigo. We went down a few times, and I tried to do the hole in the wall. But every time I tried to do it, I would get right to the hole and then just couldn't swim anymore. Just like pushing back too hard, and then I have to go up again. And just like end up swimming in place for 30 seconds before I just bailed.
You kind of had to dive down, wait for an entire surge to come through. Like go in when it was pushing out, stop in the middle, hold on while it was trying to push you back, and then allow the next surge to push you through.
Yeah.
That was great.
Exactly.
That was so fun.
But in the end we got through.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet. There's like kind of a shallow part that you swim through, which goes down to probably like 8 or 9 meters, you reckon? And then if you go down through a deeper hole in it, you can go down to like a big cave opening at the bottom and swim out through there.
12 meters, something like that.
Yeah, it was super low tide, so the maximum depth was probably about 12 meters that I went in.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, and then so everything went really, we smashed it, everything went great with the swim through until I wanted to do one more and go back the opposite way. Go in like the big cave mouth and then come out through the smaller bit. Then when I came up through a smaller bit, the surge just yanks me back up through the tiny hole, and I'm just dragging and scraping my knees and everything, and my mask comes off and I lose half of a fin, and I'm just kicking and trying to get to the surface.
You were getting beaten.
Yeah.
Beaten.
Yeah. Elijah had to emergency responder me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just looked down and like looking out of the exit because I was just pretty much waiting for you, just watching down, just making sure you actually came out of the cave.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, you can hold your breath a while, so I was happy to wait. But then all of a sudden I just see you coming out and you're like, doof, 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 doof. Just like hitting wall, rocky wall. Then your mask is off and I was like...
Hectic.
Yeah.
Hectic. Needless to say, we just bailed after that. I lost the fit, but I got it back on now. That was gnarly! Got sucked up to the top of that and got dragged all up on some rocks. Woo! We continued north that day, and
No, we went south.
that's right, we're still going south.
We went south the whole time.
So we continued south.
Yeah.
So we continue on for another 6 k's. See if we can find the next break in the reef.
And then make some zucchini.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of zooming.
Let's keep going another 6 k's. I think we had to go another 6 or 7 kilometres before we reached the next break in the reef.
That's right.
So we just had to do that. Yeah, the swell was picking up, going over these huge swell lines, just parallel with the coastline on the outside of the reef.
Knackered.
Yeah, and then there's so much swell around this next break in the reef, the Pilgrim Unna break, that the break in the reef, sometimes quite large, was a narrow channel.
Yeah.
Maybe 20, maybe 30 metres wide.
Yeah.
So when you're in a little kayak and there's massive breaking waves either side, that's intense. But I couldn't even see it to start with because there was that many waves breaking. I was just struggling so hard to find it.
Luckily, we found a boat.
A boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then a boat zipped through, 500 metres in front of me, and I was like, that must be the break. But it was going to be a mission.
Okay. So we're going straight in?
This is it. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Straight ahead towards the shore.
Follow me.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't.
Okay. Alright, I'll hit it full throttle. Okay. Gotcha. Alright.
We had about a 20-30 meter break in the reef that we had to really stay between. Waves crashing all around. And then loads of times when Elijah was quite a bit ahead of me and I just couldn't see them because the swell between us was too great. And I'm just paddling as hard as I can for a half an hour and moving steadily backwards the whole time.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking is just don't turn sideways and we're good.
Yeah.
Just ride this thing out and eventually the tide will switch.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
At one stage. Oh!
Hey.
Just coffee.
You want some?
No, I don't need.
No, that's alright.
Okay, cool.
It's just your pants, really.
Just
more than the chair.
Just a bit of coffee on me.
Anyhow,
yeah, at one stage I remember looking back at you and you were cruising through great. Just like look back and I just remember one time seeing this massive swell line coming through behind you, like the biggest of all the sets, without a doubt. And I was like, we're in the deep water channel, but is that swell line big enough to break? It looked like it was peaking right above you, and you're there, like oblivious to this massive swell line behind you. It's like, it's like
surfing it in.
It's like, and I was like,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, great. Keep the froth. Like, keep going. Yeah. Because you just disappeared behind that. You went over that, and then I just didn't see you. I was like, what happened? But you were fine. We got in, made it to Pilgrimana.
Just made it back into the lagoon through some very vicious surf, and now we're about to make camp here at Pumamara, back on the mainland. Didn't flip. It's good.
Oh yeah, so then that arvo, we jumped into the bommies on the point south of Pilgrimana.
Yeah, just right where we set up our tent, we set up our camp, and we went off right at this point. It's like a little drift snorkel.
I've been drifting through walls, my hair is all going white. I still have no bloody clue what to do with my life.
We bumped into a cowtail ray just right off the shore there as we started the drift snorkel, just right on their sand.
I don't think it liked us very much.
Damn near stepped on it, so
Yeah.
good thing we didn't. That's how they got Steve Irwin. So
Yeah.
watch out.
Drift like the ghost through the door. I walk just to see what's left just for me to live for. And I walk to the park and the grass is so green.
Yeah, we just drifted around in the shallows there. Saw all kinds of things. I saw moray, saw the sailfin catfish, endemic to the Ningaloo.
I hear all the birds, they're singing so sweetly in the trees. And the stars hum along to the sounds of the rustling leaves. And it's so pretty out here, it's so pretty out here, it's so pretty out here, it's so goddamn beautiful night. There's a Billy in the playground and there's children with smoke in their eyes. Oh, I call out to them and say, hey, isn't it a wonderful night? And it's so pretty out here, it's so pretty out here, it's so pretty out here, it's so goddamn beautiful night.
What's for dinner tonight, Master Chef?
We have one of our finest hospital meals. Mushroom chicken mixed with some exquisite eggplant.
Eggplant, some aubergine is what they say
Yes.
in the land of other. Oh, beautiful hospital meal.
Delightful mush we have here, and some colourful squares.
Some vegetables in their very natural shapes, and then adding some more vegetables here, and then cooking her up in the
Less natural shapes.
So we made camp at Pilgrimana. We cooked a beautiful dinner of hospital food and whatever else we could throw together, some veg and stuff.
Mush. Easy mush. Yes. Eat it.
Oh, I love that sound.
Got up after a night sleeping on a mattress that didn't inflate, which was okay. Just going to get through it.
Yeah.
So feeling a bit rough.
Yogurt time.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, that's nice.
Say when.
It's your eyes like a
And then went beeline straight for the Pilgrimano Bommies out the back. Yeah.
Pilgrimano Bommies. Dropped anchor out there.
Yeah, the
Sick free diving.
Ningaloo Reef.
The Ningaloo Reef is
Yeah.
now what we're calling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does the earth just slip away out from underneath your feet each day, losing track of the time, chasing rabbits down holes that you weren't meant to find. Cancel all your cards and hope it stops. Hold me down below, you hold me on the whole floor. Hold me down below, you hold me on the whole floor. Sometimes I get caught up in all these little things. Hold me down below, you hold me on the whole floor. Hold me down below, you hold me on the whole floor.
But yeah, sick snorky sesh over there.
Yeah.
Has some depth.
Yeah, great place to free dive. Just bommies sticking out everywhere. These corridors you can cruise through, tunnels and caves. Yeah, sharks, rays.
And then it was time for a semi-hazardous lunch. What you looking for, Elijah?
Well, lost a chunk of knife. Very small chunk of knife. With tuna. I don't really want to eat knife.
After that, we had a sweet northerly kick up,
Yeah.
which I've now learned is wind that goes from north to south.
That's great.
And so we
That's
put
how
up
it
the
works.
sail on Elijah's kayak,
Yeah.
which was sweet, and we were just cruising.
Yeah, well, you were cruising.
I was cruising.
paddling.
Elijah was.
Yeah, yeah.
The sun is shining, we're going.
you were just sitting back, legs up, sail out, happy days.
If the tables would have been turned, I don't believe I would have been able to catch up.
Yeah, no, that was great. Yeah,
It was great until.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should feel guilty or not using Elijah's kayak, beautiful sail, while he's busting ass over there. So I'm just super excited. I'm frothing about the sail. We're cruising along, not even paddling, just watching Elijah and laughing because he's busting his ass to keep up. And then I'm selfieing. I got the GoPro and the stick here. I'm just really excited about all this. And then suddenly catch a nice little gust of wind and just I'm over.
Yeah.
I'm over.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I look back and you're holding your edge there, like you're sideways. Your head's just together. Like, what do I do? You know, I'm like, you look fine. Like in your eyes, I could see a lot of panic, but I was very fine with that. Yeah.
I wasn't panicked about my safety personally, but I just didn't know how long I could sustain that. I thought I was gonna have to pull deck anyway because Elijah briefed me on the emergency procedure, saying, "Hey, just pull deck if you have to."
Yeah.
So I did. And when I pulled deck, of course, everything hits the ocean floor, including the sail.
The sail came out. Yeah, that was on the bottom of the seafloor. Yeah.
And so I just running around. Elijah's directing me this way, go get this, go get that.
Yeah.
Everything's all over the ocean floor. I think the camera's still whirling at this point. And we think we have everything. We get back in the kayak and we're like, sweet, cool, good emergency procedure.
Yeah.
That's how you do a kayak sail rescue.
Now
And then we kayaked just a little bit farther, and I'm like, yeah, we lost one of the GoPros. So not great.
Yeah.
But what I will say is like, you got a really good travel buddy when without even discussing it, you both jump out of your kayaks and start doing a U grid pattern, navigating in opposite directions.
Yeah, we
just like
locked into gear.
Didn't even
Anchor
brief
down.
it. Just like perfect navigation patterns.
That was good.
So the rest of the day we sailed in a melancholy breeze.
Yeah, nice
northerly.
tailwind.
And I was just mad chilling.
You were. I was so happy to look over, and you were just there, just sitting back, just kind of looking at the sky, so content, just flying along with your sail, flying along. Like I'm paddling as fast as I can and like going the same speed. You just look so content.
I was
Just
meditating.
Yeah. There you go. You look like it. Yeah. So then we pulled up. We kept going down and pulled up, just past Osprey Bay. We got another couple of k's past Osprey Bay, like to the south.
About 6 k's north of Yardie, something like that, 6 or 7.
Exactly. Yeah. Just pulled up on the beach. Yeah, camped in the dunes.
You ever just have one of those days when you're sailing the kayak around and then you flip it over and lose your GoPro, break the arm off your sunglasses, and then camp at a place where dingoes just ate a kangaroo?
Beautiful tracks everywhere, dingo tracks everywhere, some epic snake tracks, all these.
Yeah, what you want is
cool
you want to
tracks.
see all the snakes and dingo tracks right where you
Yeah.
put your tent. And a kangaroo carcass as well.
Yeah, bones of a kangaroo.
Kangaroo bone?
I reckon.
Tracking the ferocious dingo. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you feel that it is that we get eaten alive by dingoes tonight?
10 being very likely.
10 being like 8, like bones and all.
8, okay. 7.
7.
I reckon a solid 7. I think we can beat them up.
Nice.
Fight them up. Or
We
we just
can-
befriend them. We just befriend them. And then we live forever.
You're out out there, you know. You're there, peaceful coexistence.
Right.
Peaceful coexistence.
Unless the dingoes come back to finish off the kangaroo and steal one of our babies.
We're lucky we didn't have any babies, but
We're on the lookout for dingoes to make sure the campground is safe.
there was an incredible sunset. Yeah, over the ranges, over the ocean.
They try sun-dried tomato.
We had lovely pasta and veg and Jap mayo for dinner.
Oh, Jap mayo.
Jap mayo.
Yeah, Kewpie mayo. It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Buckets of rain, buckets of tears. Got all them buckets coming out of my ears. Buckets of moonbeams in my hand. You got all the love, honey, baby, I can stand.
Ooh la la. Pester, hardly knew her.
Oh, God, that looks good.
That's a sexy Pester.
Starving right now.
Yeah, it took a lot longer than I expected. Than I expected.
Let's try this.
Oh yeah.
My method to get that I've just developed.
Elijah prepared the pasta in a pester reduction sauce, really aerating the flavors by marinating the pasta inside the pester jar. This is going to put Anthony Bourdain to shame.
I don't even know who that is, but he is the shame.
Bon appetite.
We consume this delicious culinary masterpiece.
And then Elijah told me all about celestial navigation and the Southern Cross and Orion and the Scorpion rising over the kayaks. Another night under the backlit canopy with holes punched in it that we call the stars. And next morning we're up and at 'em at the sunrise. Beautiful sunrise over the dunes.
56 and Wabba Shop.
So all the little animals, tracks running around everywhere. Everything just wakes up with the sun.
Epic snake tracks.
There was one where it was like all these tracks going in this one little bush.
Same bush, yeah. It looked like it was like a really moist bush. I reckon it would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool, and it might have had a bit of food around as well. Like out there with all the salty, dry scrub and spinifex. That one looked like it was full of water, holding a lot of water.
This ain't the darkest hour. Right before the dawn. This ain't the darkest hour. It's right before the dawn.
Had a lovely breakfast of Jordan's Nut Crunch and yeah, milk and apples, soy milk and apples. Lots of coffee.
Good.
And we loaded back up the kayaks and we took off. We're kayaking out and Elijah, I look over and he's gondoling around. He's gondoling, singing his beautiful Italian score of music.
Yeah. Yeah, the one song I know.
Yeah, I tried to put the sail up for 5 seconds the day before and capsized, but he's on That's Amore. I tried to put up the sail again. It wasn't as effective as the prior day.
There was no wind. It was a beautiful day.
There was no wind.
So yeah, unfortunately no sailing.
Yeah, I was very, very upset about that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I kept the sail up anyway. I just did a little bit of paddling, hoping that a little bit of light was blowing in it. Kind of good to go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because it was so flat. Yeah. You just stand up in the car.
we see this this huge cloud of smoke, and we're like looking back, and it's just getting bigger and bigger.
Massive.
Yeah. And you
I paddled in. I tried to get reception, tried to call someone because I thought a caravan had blown up. It was massive plumes of smoke, and it seemed like it was coming right out of a campsite down one that I know of down the road off Spray Bay. And
There's a fire on the horizon. Elijah is valiantly paddling in to try to summon help. Waiting on a little wind to pick up. We'll be cruising on down to Yardie Creek to finish out our ultimate 3-day kayak camping adventure.
I was like, what the hell could this be? Are we the first people to see this? You know, like straight in, get out the phone, no reception, ran up the dunes, tried to find reception everywhere, but nothing. Yeah, which was quite unsettling to leave with, you know. We couldn't go back to it, you know, it's 5, 6, 7 k's back, and
what can we
by
do
the time
anyway?
we get there, exactly, what could we do? And by the time we got there, you know, people would know it's but that was okay, yeah.
Yeah, in the end it ended up being a really big controlled burn they were doing.
Yeah. The very uncontrolled controlled burn.
Right, yeah.
That they're so good at doing in this country. Yeah.
A controversial topic, the
Yeah.
Australian controlled burn.
When the moon hits the sky, and summer rain.
So then we paddled along. That was beautiful. We kept paddling all the way down to Yardie and went straight out from Yardie, went out to a snorkel to a few bommies that we heard of. Yeah. Coral bommies out near the break of the reef.
Yeah.
yeah, all of a sudden we're like, I'm like, I think it's this way, let's just try this direction. Then we paddled straight over this huge pond. That was, regardless of wherever we are, we need a snorkel. Yeah, we need to jump in here.
Dropped anchor. There was like actually a really nice wall that went down to a little bit of depth, probably like 10 meters.
10 meters or
plus, yeah.
Perfect. Tether me up, Captain. It's Snorky 30.
And then we could cruise up on the top of it. Yeah, we saw loads of stuff.
Yeah, heaps of the nudie branked egg ribbons.
Yeah, the nudie branked egg ribbon.
Yeah, that was cool. Then the wind picked up, so just as we jump back in, the wind picked up.
We jumped back in the kayaks after the little snorkel, and then I put up the sail as I always do, even though there's no wind.
I'm just like, there's no wind. What the hell are you doing with the sail?
Right then,
yeah,
beautiful gust of wind blew us right into Yardie.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just yeah, it's literally straight where you need to go.
Cruising. Finally picked up.
Drop on your world, leaving behind. Forget all your problems and get in my car and take a drive with me. The sandwiches are packed, the teas and the flowers, plenty of beer and gooseberry tarts. So take a drive with me. Take your brother if you want to. We'll have a picnic on the rocks. Forget your nephews and your cousins and your brothers and your sisters. They'll never miss us, 'cause we'll be driving, driving, driving.
So then you sailed all the way to Yardie, and then we got there to the creek. We were pretty stoked.
How many Ks is that?
I've been on a long road trip.
40, 50, 100 Ks?
Here I sit, eating my lunch.
From Turquoise Bay all the way to Yardie Creek.
Yeah, and Yardie Creek comes almost all the way out to the sea, but you have to carry the kayaks over a bit of sand just to get over to the creek.
And that was so heavy.
Yeah, loaded down. Luckily, we had eaten most of the food at this point.
Yeah.
Quick land bridge from the ocean to the Yardie Creek.
In my mind, in the servo, wasting time, and here I am, wishing I had sunscreen. My face is red, and the trees are so.
But then we had a beautiful kayak around Yardie Creek, all around the mangroves at first.
Yeah.
When I get home, I'll make my bed, I'll clean my clothes, and think in my head about your songs and what they mean. And if you ever write about me.
And then you get like the big cliffs.
And the wind just stops in there. Yeah, it's magic. Yeah.
And I hope that one day you will find peace. I'll read the news, you'll about me. The very first article says the world is fine. You will laugh and I will sigh.
What I really wanted to do though at Yardie Creek was to do one of the cliff jumps. And so, but I'd come there before and I wasn't really sure how deep the water is. So we broke out the snorkel gear, dropped anchor, and I free dived down. So I'm gonna gear up. We're gonna check the depth of the water here at the end of this cliff. Elijah wants to do a cliff jump really bad. He's been telling me all week. I gotta do this cliff jump. I want to do it first. Don't you dare do it first. There's an island right there. There's a crazy jetty rock. And just over here, this one sticks out a bit. And there's a bush there. Okay, you have a reference. When I free dived down, I noticed that the water was about 6 meters deep and it's really soft mud there at the bottom, so I was like, we're good to go.
Yeah, we're clear.
5.5 meters. We anchored down and climbed up a little rocky hillside there. And came across a family of rock wallabies.
Yeah, the baby in the pouch.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Beautiful.
So
that
sick.
Was super nice.
Oh, good, yeah.
Little head poking out of the pouch. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, looking down, we thought it was about 15 meters when we originally approached in the kayaks, but looking down, pretty sure it was 20 plus.
Yeah. That was a lot more intimidating standing on the top. A lot more intimidating.
To finish off the trip.
And you're looking down, you're like, ah. Okay, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. You just gotta jump. Don't even think about it. You just gotta go.
How was it? Here I am, eating my lunch. I read the news, it hikes a punch. Pictures of drunks, pissed on Australia Day. An elder crying, who took the land away. And there's Mr. Dutton, spitting his words, spewing his hatred. He brings out the West in this poor country, invaded lands. But what can I do but think of your hands, holding mine, waiting in line, waiting for some way to waste our time and take our minds away from all these things. A young boy sleeps behind a willy bin.
we have done. We've kayaked all the way 50 plus kilometers from, yeah. More? +40 kilometers from Turquoise Bay. Shut up. 35 to 40 kilometers all the way from Turquoise Bay to the very end of Yardie Creek.
Well, I have been waiting. 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 I have been waiting.
That's basically the end of the trip. Elijah went to get the van and came back.
Did the shuttle.
Yeah, did the shuttle, came back, loaded up the kayaks, and away we go.
Yeah, a little glass of wine to top it off.
Oh yeah.
A little touch of red.
The end of an incredible journey.
Crucial Shiraz.
Yeah.
Victory Shiraz for the ride home.
Courtesy of my mate Hugh.
And that's it until next time.
Okay.
Next time we're going for a month.
A month. Yeah, that's the go.
Tune in again next season as Elijah and Dingus take a month-long, 300+ kilometer journey kayaking the entirety of the Ningaloo coast here on Dingus vs. Wild.